I encourage everybody to stop looking for a better opportunity. Instead, start looking for a better environment to operate within. I'm investing in Canada. I've been investing in Canada for years. And candidly, I've got no problem saying it's not always the most friendly environment for private capital. Shocking, right? And that matters more than most people realize, I would say. That said, for whatever it's worth, I still absolutely believe in the long-term fundamentals here. No problem saying that. So yes, we are still absolutely finding ways to make it work in this environment in Canada. But, for contrast, my friend I just caught up with yesterday for lunch, he literally packed up his family 3 years ago and he left Canada. He went overseas, not because his business wasn't working, it was, but because every time he made money, the system was taking a piece before he could actually reinvest it. Things like no deferral, no real compounding. Those are things that I think a lot, if not every investor, ultimately pays a lot of attention to these days. So where did he move? He moved actually somewhere that rewards reinvestment. He just closed his first $100 million fund a few weeks ago. And the reality is that was not a talent gap. That was an environment gap for his business, for his model. So remember this, the entrepreneurs who win, they don't just outwork everyone. They don't just outthink everyone. They ultimately operate and choose to operate where rules let them win. Every dollar taxed before reinvestment, it's a dollar that never, ever will begin compounding the way that it probably should. So the system you play in, it matters just as much as the plays you make. And the most important business decision I think you'll make, it's not just what you invest in terms of asset classes, but I think it's ultimately where you choose to build from.